We're continuing the trial because Apollo just... December 20th, courtroom number 4. Apollo, why? Yeah, because Apollo can't shut up. Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent. What? What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Tarrant. But Apollo, why would you? Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. Oh. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Ms. Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me, too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do.
Apollo, sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Finish verdict first. Yeah, Apollo straight up. Yeah, exactly. Just do it. Very well. Is it all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police investigation report brought immediately. Hi, you too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. Very well, your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. This music, though, man. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Tarrant. It was made clear from the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Tarrant with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the Space Museum. Next, director Yuri Cosmo switched to the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. Wait for the reports on those 3 people who discovered them. Yeah, exactly. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Tarrant's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day. Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor. I'd better rearrange my evidence. Relevant evidence swapped into the court record. Okay, cool. But I thought he left the other evidence at the office. I'm so confused. Yeah, I know it's the same person who killed the mom, but we still haven't figured that out yet. And Apollo's like, well, this is gonna happen one way or another. Your testimony, if you please. Okay, Mr. Justice. Apollo Justice's accusation. I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Tarrant. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder. God damn, man, you're just not pulling any punches. Order in the court. Mr. Justice, you realize you are charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led to, because I suck at investigating, actually. But Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find over the past few days to make you think this? Yeah, they're not gonna make any babies. Definitely not. It's not the same level as, yeah. In one game, not even in one game, in one chapter, episode, she's on 2 counts. Apollo Justice's accusation. Yeah, Press. What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Taryn, my bracelet reacted. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. Well, because that was a repressed memory. We just talked about this. And then every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Poor Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with the one identical to it 7 years ago. Objection. Yeah, but that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Taryn. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer too. Ugh, I guess he has a point. But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her. That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seems decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet. That's so, go ahead and prove it then. Wow, Apollo, you're also being a dumbass. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either, but Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Taryn. 7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. Apollo, you're a fucking dumb ass. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo? Wait, what do you mean? Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Wait, why not? Recall there's a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launch pad door. If it's the camera that captured Mr. Taryn and Mr. Starbuck, but there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Taryn's killer, or rather Miss Sykes, coming out of the Space Museum. It's a long case. I finished up the final trial, the final bit of the trial for the end of episode 4, and we've done the entirety of episode 5. This is the final trial. Yeah, and Apollo's fucking it up too. Camera in boarding lounge 2. First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she had snuck into Space Museum the night before the incident, and then was overcome and passed out until noon the next day. Yeah. That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more, but wait a minute. In that case, it likely recorded the true culprit as well. That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Ms. Sykes is the only one who appears. What? Why? I don't know, maybe because somebody else went down the emergency ladder last. Like they said, after they made sure everybody else was cleared out. Who was the one who went down the ladder last after everyone was cleared out? I don't know, was it maybe motherfucking Fulbright? Yeah, maybe. Order in the court. can't be, but if it is, then it is incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you proved in the previous trial the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? Well, I think he might be a little bit jaded because of the fact that it's his friend that's in question, like that got murdered, so he's probably just going kind of nuts. In fact, you proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. A drink that I enjoy every night. Ugh. Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Yeah, you know what, Apollo? I didn't like your game very much. So no, you can't be a lawyer. Fuck you, Apollo. Never again. Only Phoenix Wright until he dies. He needs to go to a mental ward. Yeah, he's covered it. He has a concussion. Clay was my friend, and that's why I just have to know the truth. Yeah, is Athena not your friend, even though you've only known her for, like, I don't know, a few months? Apollo suspected his trusted coworker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but haha, I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I only have one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice, but you're also being incredibly, like, shitty, and I hate it. And your facts appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? I think it stinks. Looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless you think there was an alternative escape route. Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Phoenix? Was there an alternative escape? Of course there was, you dumb bitch! Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. No! You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can back it up. Clear up this doubt inside of me. Wow, maybe you should see a psychiatrist. Wait, so is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena, I really do. But what is faith without doubt? What is this? Are you trying to, like, make me see God, bro? That's why I need to question her guilt, so that once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her. So that you can really trust me? What an asshole thing to say. That's called religion, lad, I know. Seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are truly all about. Yeah, Apollo, you're dumb. I believe you're right. We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end, when both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth. Precisely, and when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about, wouldn't you agree? Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside of me, just like that watermelon seed that I ate when I was a child. It never came out. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. Oh, hello? Oh, Empress, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How is everybody from the raid? I was like, man, the music just got super dramatic. Oh, hi. Welcome. That's so like Apollo, always uber earnest about things like this. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last of doubt in your heart with this knife. Good, because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. You're like, you never get to raid me. Well, thank you so much. I know, I forget. I don't usually stream this late, but this is a special exception because I am finishing this game tonight. So, because this trial is, this final episode is very long. Stabs Apollo, it's me, I'm the murderer. Athena is cleared. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through? Come on, Mr. Wright, where do you think the culprit escaped to? Yeah, no, it's good to see you too. I really hope that you've been doing all right, especially, it's been hot. It's been really hot here in Texas. Like today I went out to the park and I was like, man, I'm sweating just like existing outside. Where do you think they went to? Star. Well, I know there's an emergency ladder. So that's elevators. Where is the... Oh, the oh, wait. Because the corridor had the leaves in it. There were leaves in the corridor. You love the summer, so you're fine. Oh, that's good. You're currently drawing a trained creature. Oh, interesting. They really only could have escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbucks Prince to get through the door. Objection. It appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, then the only exit would have been into boarding lounge 2. Train mixed with the kitsune. Oh, interesting. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant. Ugh. I knew it. That's really the only way it could be, huh? Stop sweating, you started this. If the culprit escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum, then I guess it's true. The only exit would have been into boarding lounge 2. But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera. Oh, just a second. My food is here. I will be right back. Hi, I've returned. Sorry, I got my food. It's Jack in the Box. Worry about that in a second. Right now, the truth. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. Yeah, I really wanted like just a greasy breakfast burrito, so I got that and some fries. Yes, I eat healthy all the time, but I rarely eat out, so I was just like, you know what? Today I'll do that. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit. What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? You're working on making some chicken pitas. Oh, nice. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, eat some popcorn. Popcorn's light and food. Here, bum. He like called me immediately after this guy texted me and then he called me like 5 seconds later and I'm just like, dude, calm down. I'm coming outside. Like, I have my phone near me. Like, I don't know. If you order something from Uber Eats or something like that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have your phone on you so you don't miss your food. Hold on a second. What if? Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into Boarding Lounge 2. Oh? Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time. Which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit. Are you kidding me? Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright, do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides Boarding Lounge 2? I mean, he would have had to go into the Space Museum, right? Hey. Yeah, it would have had to be outside. Is that outside of it? We found something odd. Yeah, I was like, launch. I don't know. It was like outside, but I wasn't sure if it was like gonna be weird. So dramatic. I know. Hi, Mom. Yeah, it is very dramatic. It's because it's Phoenix Wright, and we're learning the truth. Found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Oh. Yes, I remember seeing some dead leaves myself. Ah, do you mean? Yeah, they came from outside. Come on. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Yep. Well, the Space Museum was in motion just beyond the corridor safety door. Well, it's an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was outside. The area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane! Judge, you don't even know what's going on half the time. Don't even. Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor is level with the 3rd floor. Yeah, you're level with the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to leap to the outside wall of the Space Center building, they would fall to their death. Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright? All right, this is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building. Actually, no. The shock-absorbing bad pry isn't big enough to hold a person. I think it's only big enough to hold, like, that moon rock. So they would have had to use the ladder if they didn't want to die going out, you know, a third-story window. An emergency ladder? Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating fries while I'm doing this, but it's because I know by the time I finish, it'll be cold, and I just want to, I'll just keep going. It's okay. There was an emergency ladder on the 4th floor robotics lab. And it was used the day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Ms. Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to the ground level. The good thing is, at least with fries, I can talk while I'm eating them. Yeah, reheating using like an air fryer usually works out okay, but it's still not always exactly the same. Yeah. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. Oh. The corridor would have been passed through the ladder when the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. Damn! And leapt onto the ladder. What? What? Yeah, it does sound crazy. Who would have imagined? Damn. Oh, they gave me a single regular fry. I'm gonna have to call them. Get my money back. Order in the court. Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged. You like how there's still debris on the floor? Yeah. They didn't clean it up. This was apparently was the only courthouse that was open because every other one had trials going on. Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right? Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time. Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes it puts Swiss cheese to shame. Yeah, it's curly fries. I mean, there's almost always like a regular fry in them because they, you know, they fry them in the same place anyway. But all right then, name one. I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during its movement is a full 20 feet. Oh, damn. Oh. Sweet potato fries are super good. Not gonna lie. But not a whole lot of places around here have them. I mean, the ladder extends all the way down the building, so as long as they grabbed it before they hit the ground, yeah, full 20 feet. That 20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right? Ah! In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place, an unstable ladder. What if they could fly? Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct, not if you have no emotions. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Do you make noodles? Yes, make those noodles. Oh, I just realized I have 2 regular fries now. That's 3. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all. But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind. Hash brown patties. Oh, I've done that before. It's really good. Oh. Yeah, but the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind. Objection. Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped into boarding lounge 2. Objection. Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. The culprit knew they would be recorded if they left the Space Museum that way. In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down, and then blended in with other people after the museum was opened. That's a good point. I mean, no, that's a bad point. Oh. But you claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap. And all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other? That's also a good point. Yeah, new math. Quick maths. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. There's a fry at the bottom of the bag. If their timing was off or they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that? I know I dropped a fry, I'll have to find that later. Stop bringing up good points, Edgeworth. Stop being so damn sexy, Edgeworth. This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination. Why do you always have to point out every flaw? Yeah, leave the boy alone. Mr. Edgeworth's right, that does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear, like a stuntman. But everyone feels fear on some level, right? Wait a minute, yeah, come on, dumbass, you've been holding... I've got it this time. Yeah, I know there's Edgeworth games. I don't know. I've heard that they're all right. I can prove that there's someone who could have used this alternate escape route. Oh, can you now? Yeah, watch me, edgy boy. This proves the possibility of a person who could have used the alternate escape route. Take that! Take that! I actually got some on my mustache in that bite because I gotta trim the sides, because if the sides start getting too long when I eat things, they start like getting into my mouth, and I'm like, I gotta take care of that. What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear? Right! Why are you can't be serious. Yeah, I am freaking serious. Without the constraint of fear, he could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest of fear. This subject could make a 20-foot leap 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance they'd be spotted? Yeah, exactly. That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. But was there such a person there at the scene? Yeah, fuck this about basically. Yes, the Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who keeps popping up. Oh dear. The Phantom again? I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. However, now it's all clear. It's music again! The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran. What? What? Yeah, did I stutter? Order in the court. Order. Mr. Wright, please continue. God, I'm making a mess. There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. Yeah, exactly. They call him the Phantom because they don't know who he is. But he actually killed somebody 7 years ago, and that's what put Blackwell in jail. And Blackwell was going to be executed the very next day, but we managed to clear his name because we're like, he couldn't have done it. But we still haven't figured out the killer. And Apollo came in and he was like, dude, still haven't found my best friend's killer, so the show must go on. But he wants to believe in Athena. He just also wants to find the truth. Hmm? Blackwell was constantly on death's row. He just was a prosecutor, so they let him prosecute. Because of special exceptions or something. Oh, I got a little bit of sauce on my shirt. It's okay. Well, yeah, because I'm not sure if you can actually... I feel like once you're in jail here, the most you can do is basically be an indentured servant. But I don't know. I've never been incarcerated. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he? This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? Right, this escape route must have been a part of the Phantom's plan from the start. As was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yeah, I just didn't go to jail, yeah. Yes, I think you're right. I mean, there was only one time that I had a warrant out for my arrest, and it's just because I had an overdue speeding ticket, and they were like, just make sure you pay it, and you'll be good. But it doesn't explain the... Oh, shit. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. Yeah, she lowered her emergency ladder like the detective. It's such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms? The robotics lab wasn't the only one with an emergency ladder, but he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used? That's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Oh my god, it is Fulbright! Well, I can't speed anymore. Well, I still can speed on, like, really low speed areas, because the scooter can still get up to, like, almost 60 miles an hour, but I don't speed, and I can't in most cases. This Black will lower the ladder after being told by the detective leading the... Ah! An epiphany was made! You gotta be kidding me! Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is? Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Phantom is none other than fucking Bobby Fulbright. Oh my god. After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. It was on duty on the 4th floor. It's quite madhouse, I tell you. Oh, it's going down. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. Yeah, lower the emergency ladder like he told you to. His objective was to secure his own escape route. From a 4th floor window. Made our way down too. Yeah, once everybody else got down, then you went down yourself. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion. Take that! Kind of gave himself away when he started this case. Read it? Wait, what are you reading? What are we reading? You mean the Phantom is? Detective Bobby Fulbright is? Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Are you talking about the parts I skip over? Those are all... That's all flashbacks. I don't want to read the flashbacks. I already read a lot of those like 5 fucking times. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. I stopped caring about flashbacks after they became like a bajillion things. Yeah, well that's why I'm just like summarizing them. Like she said like 3 times she had to use the ladder to go down because Bobby told her to use that specific ladder, even though there were other ladders to use. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, how could this be? It's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder. Verily, it was all a part of his plan to create an escape route. Edgeworth, you're with me. Oh, boo. After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start. Swoop! And just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leapt onto it. Ugh, I don't believe it. That addle-pated detective did all that? Was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought that was a facade. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name, I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective defends our good citizens from evil. Yeah, it's true. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust. Then his concern for Simon was also all just one big act? Sort of reform Prosecutor Blackwell, yeah. So I can't just sit by and watch him give into his emotions and tear the defendant apart. Yeah, so he was acting the entire fucking time. That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled. Come to think of it, he's the one who brought that blood-stained lighter to court too. That scumbag even made me turn on Athena. Damn it, how the hell did I fall for that? For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well. Ugh. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright. Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess, and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. A recess? Can we just... I just want to be done. You're bent. Nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, Don't thank me just yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight. You got it, boss. Yeah? You got something to say, Apollo? Apollo? Ugh, well, this is awkward. Athena, can you do me a favor? Huh? What is it? Punch me real hard. Could you punch me? I knew it! Could you punch me, please? What? Why should I do that? Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't, ouch! Don't be such a dope. I was really touched by what you did. Huh? What are you talking about? I want to believe it, but what is faith without doubt? Yeah, oh God, question her guilt. Because fully trust. You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. Flesh and bone, just like you. After all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo? You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago. This is true. Thanks, Athena, and thanks for waking me up to reality again. Guess I know who to call if I ever get sleepy in court. Are you gonna take that stupid eye patch off? Looks like you have some promising young people working under you. It's Edgeworth with his glasses. He's back. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself, and they're not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Aura Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free. Trucy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness. Ms. Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do, so I granted her special permission to do what she must. Wonder what it is. Oh, hello. Ms. Blackwell. I didn't come to apologize if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come because I had something to say to all of you.
Miss Aura?
She better not be here to complain about something. Ms. Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault. Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me.
Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean that you're starting to trust the system again?
No, of course not. Be quiet, hunk of junk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Metis' killer down. Leave it to us, we'll get him. So I guess that means she's starting to trust us at least. Oh! Or, why are you still wearing your freaking chains? Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You better be grateful. I never imagined you would go that far, though you always were extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help. As closed as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty. You know me all too well. Wow! I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. Wow! But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish. Simon? Oh no! Now she's crying! Oh no. So glad, Simon. I'm so very glad to hear you say that. Aura. All right, that's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center. Ugh. No! But she was still a crazy bitch! I mean, I did react basically the same way when Franziska started crying, but she also, like, ugly cried. So I was just like, oh no! Not my Franziska! What are those things called feelings? Jailers, take me away. What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable, but it's clear she did it out of love for her brother and hate of everyone else. Still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. I can't believe he killed Clay. Right, and murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I'd like to kill him myself. I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Wow, Edgeworth, pulling the fucking I'm too rich for you bitches. Sir. The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released because I can do that, because I am above the law. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand. Damn, Edgeworth. Edgeworth, why are you so good? But also such a jackass sometimes. I'm much obliged. The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you? Ah! Time to murder once again! How long I have waited. Maybe it's the sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy. Well, he's broken them a lot of times, but I think getting out of those thick shackles is probably a little bit too much work. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad, but I won't cry just yet. After all, we still got a trial to finish. Oh yeah, he's tough. It's okay to cry, Athena, I promise. I want to cry right now. Is that right, Phoenix? Prosecutor Blackwell, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. And everybody's got to eat at the cool kids table. That leaves you, Apollo. But are you sure you want me? Please don't say it like that. The only person that Phoenix wants is Edgeworth's sweet, cravat-covered ass. I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Apollo. Athena, I can say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence, and now we're gonna prove it to the world. No, you're not wanted. Oh. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it. 5 seconds later, Athena is guilty of all charges.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right? Right, because I'm fine now.
He's fine! You know, whoa, that's so much rapping. Oh, okay, he took it off his arms, too. Huh. Yeah. Wow, you look not as stupid. Arrest him for littering? Overwrap it, yeah. Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo. It's almost time for the trial to restart, though it looks like you have things well in hand. Don't worry, Edgeworth. He'll have something else well in hand later tonight, if you know what I mean. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things, namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth, thanks. I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am. Let's do this. Oh boy. This is it, the final battle. What time is it? Oh, my watch is mad at me. It's almost midnight. Holy crap. But we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. The final battle. How long have we been streaming? Almost 8 hours. Okay. That's all. The murder of Apollo's best friend, the courtroom bombing incident. Wow, yeah, for you it is, Chica. Oh no! Oh no! And the case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Now Mr. Wright is going to introduce you to his dearest, most trusted go-to luxury, Kerrygold butter. And yes, there was a pun in there. Ah! Oh, Kerrygold. What would I do without you? What am I playing tomorrow? Since I'm finishing this up tonight, I'm probably gonna play what I thought I was gonna play on Sunday, which means I'm gonna start Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the 3DS version of it, which is a game that I love a lot. So that'll probably also be a long stream, but it is gonna start at 2 o'clock like it's supposed to, because I don't see myself leaving the house. Ah, there's a mosquito in here. Ow! Also, what's going on? I've been raided so many times today. Who is this? Oh, it's Bean. Hello, Bean. How's it going? Welcome on in. You're not allowed. No, I'm not gonna start it until next Saturday. What's going on? How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you streaming? Ryzen, what's up? What? Please tell me I put that in. Oh, you were playing Gary's mod. God. Man, it was a podcast with Gary's mod. Nice. It's been intruders. A mosquito. Yeah, there is a mosquito. And it's like a big one, too. At first, I thought it was like a housefly. And then I was like, eater. Well, if you hear me yell and slap myself, then the mosquito found its way to my veins. Now I'm like, I saw it. It's around here. But we have to keep going. Not even the mosquito can stop the swift tide of justice. Destiny has called on us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today. Bring another person in your room as a sacrifice. Pull out the trap. Whatever the fuck disease. I don't know. There's a lot of diseases they can give you, unfortunately. I don't like that, but it's true. I looked it up earlier. But mosquitoes also pollinate certain flowers. Why? I don't know. I didn't think they went into flowers. Let us now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, this is the first time I've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Now that you mention it, although back then I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He still got that ego of his, though. Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Nope. Yes, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Yeah. Crane flies are that bad. Wait, what are crane flies? Oh, strap attack. I should get one of those little, like, lights that they get attracted to and then zaps them. They're weird. 10 times bigger than mosquitoes, but they look similar. Oh no, aren't they? Aren't those like what people also call mosquito hawks? Like just the super gangly flies that are just very large, but they don't really do anything except get stuck like in windows and things. Even though the handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness don't go away so easily, I guess. Ha ha ha! Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright, do you know why you've been called to give testimony? You're like, long, awkward nerd. Oh. Yep, because there is only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it is time for justice! In justice we trust.
Objection!
Can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies! What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Yeah, because he feels no emotion, so he probably doesn't even feel fear about us trying to pin this on him. Tell me about it. He must be feeling awfully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. All right, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. Can you now? Witness testimony. The embodiment of justice. Oh, really? I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it. Yeah, just do it. I mean, the judge especially, like, it is way past his bedtime. It's almost 6 o'clock. He needs to go to bed so he can wake up at 3 a.m. and, I don't know, water flowers or trim his garden and then go to work. So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false? And that the defendant is the real culprit? That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't even have any proof that he made a big leap onto a ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Nah, I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is.
Objection!
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. Please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Nope. Let's just try not to lose our focus, all right? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence.
Sorry, just saying. Fulbright just noticed the shackles are gone? Probably. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. Yeah, Mr. Judge should have been in bed. Well, Mr. Judge probably should have been dead, like, years ago. Sorry, Judge. I don't know how old you are, but I feel like you're over 100. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner, after all. So if Fulbright had been shocking him, he can charge for assault. Yeah, and I think those shackles were the ones with the shocky bits, so he probably is okay now. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away and don't hold back. Oh, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination. Boom, boom, boom. Embodiment of justice. Yeah.
Hold it!
My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait, Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright, right, Dono? We only got the operand. Well, it's fine. I mean, potatoes are potatoes, right? Especially about that lighter. He's right. What exactly should I ask about? The number of prints. So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of the right hand. Is the index finger this? This the pointer. Middle, index, like that? They're smaller and more yellow and not golden brown. Aw. She passed out? Yeah, exactly. He could get her prints while she was passed out. Of the right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Can we please have it added to my testimony? You got it. He beat me to it. Ah ha ha! Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key. Yeah, like the speed you ran at that ladder. The thumb, index, and oh. Ah! They had the lighter in their left hand.
Objection!
Ha ha ha! You say the prints were from the right hand, is that correct? Second date's full break. Oh damn. Index is the pointer? I always get confused. So it was okay, so it was like this. But aren't her, she has a glove on. I think it's these fingers, or maybe, because I feel like she's got like, kind of like the reverse of this. This is a glove that goes on like my pinky and my other finger so I can like draw stuff on my tablet. I think hers are the other one, yeah. Thumb, pointer, index, middle, ring. Oh yeah, it's the ring finger. That's right, very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Uh-huh, what doesn't add up? According to Ms. Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Uh-oh? So there's a dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Dag! You're right, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness claims don't even hold water. Yeah, weird glove. Well, it's for slippery stuff. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have good explanation for this. Can understand. They're definitely right-hand prints, but then why are they inconsistent with Ms. Blackwell's statements? I've got it. Miss Blackwell is a lying sack of shit. What have you got, detective? The mirror! The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Go on. Ms. Blackwell was looking in through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. What mirror? You mean that little window in the back and to the right of the room? That's right, and across the room on the opposite wall. Looking, went for a workout, nice. Yeah, we're almost done. Oh, well, I say we're almost done. I don't know how much longer, really. Is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. Ah, so you're saying how? What? That's way over there. The culprit Ms. Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. What? I see. In that case, left and right would be reversed, wouldn't they? That still seems weird to me. Yeah. Now do you see? Oh, it's a holographic image. Like, because that's the Space Center's like mirror that makes, or it's a holographic like screen, and it's like, look at the alien stuff, and if you turn it off, it's just a black screen. That's the logic of pure justice. But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Ms. Blackwell saw was a reflection. Right, Dono. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it. Huh? That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Ms. Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? Well, but I'm not sure, actually. He kind of just does whatever. May or not there be two people? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, that just seems really weird. That emblem on one side of the lighter. You're right, there's no emblem on the other side. Exactly as blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Uh-oh. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting up. So if the culprit had had it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand. No! Come back, my beautiful contradiction! Wow. It appears you planted a flower that bears no fruit. See how it withers before my flower of justice? It's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. It's like he's got something to hide. Yeah, but it's not impossible. Have open lights like that using my thumb. Yeah, exactly. In justice we trust. Now, do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. Yeah, it's okay. Nobody knows what's going on. I mean, are you sure there's really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad, so very sad, but I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit. Yeah, wow, you suck. Hold it, Apollo! Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look at it for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? I knew it. You're lying, Fulbright. Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And Phoenix is like, well, I mean, Edgeworth's hiding something big too, but we can worry about that later. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Objection to Tibby's objection. He went for a workout. It's understandable. Yeah, it's fine. Justice Dono, are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. Yeah, let Apollo use his bracelet boner magic. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Squeeze him. Here goes then. Detective Fulbright, can you repeat the last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? All right, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is on the side, only on the side you can see with the right hand. Let's perceive. What am I supposed to be looking at? Listen again! Again! I don't know if you can see it in the big picture or not. I thought like maybe his eyebrow. Pockets maybe? What am I looking at on this man? Maybe I'm missing what? I feel like it's his hands that are gonna give it away. Oh, okay. You're doing something with your thumb, bro. Gotcha. Shoulder twitch, right? No, wait, maybe the left hand is where he got stabbed. Not sure Fulbright knows about Apollo's ability, if you recall, every time he... Well, most people don't. I think the only reason why Simon knows is because he's kind of just attuned to weird things. It's like nobody knows anything about the Magatama other than Phoenix and like other spirit mediums, you know? You can imagine this in court. Just some guy squeezing his arm and he's like, you're lying to me. And then you're just staring him down and they're like, okay. And you're like, say it again. Say it again. You're doing something with your thumb. So you're lying and everything you say is wrong. Exactly. Detective Fulbright, you may not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. And that means that you're a lying piece of shit and I want you to die. Patties! Like, rejected. You went for a workout, sir. Yeah, wow. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Ah! Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence.
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? What? Oh, not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Yeah, I'm above the law. Ugh. Good, now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing. How do I turn it over? Oopsie. Oops. There, I pressed the wrong button. Wait, that's like a tennis ball. There's a moon here in the relief. Guess it's designed to go with the Earth. If anything is suspicious about this lighter, it's probably this area. I don't see anything odd about this though. What if it's a magnet? It's hard to tell if the prints are from the right hand or a left just by looking. I don't think looking at each print with the naked eye would tell us anything new, but this lighter definitely hides a secret. I agree, let's check it out carefully. I just keep like popping up. I don't see anything usually about the top of the lid, but Detective Fulbright's words were definitely hiding something. Okay, let's look for something else. I already looked at the moon. Look at the Earth. Earth is a sticker, maybe. It might be a sticker or like a magnet. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look, the emblem's actually some kind of button. Oh my God, it's a trick lighter. It's a gun. It's a tiny gun. It's the tiny 10 millimeter, or not 10, the .10 gun. Wow, it transformed into something. A handle, a trigger. Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems, what you have there is a gun. A what? A gun, so that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. What is this, a gun for ants? The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a .10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted, the lighter was a gun? So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have been subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transformed into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out. Man, fuck this guy. Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where's your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes's prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. It would appear that the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Ms. Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Taryn, and the person who bombed the Space Center, are all the defendant, Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof. No! Haha! Now do you see? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. And I think that about sums up Mrs. Sykes' part in the whole affair. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court, therefore Fulbright's claims stand firm. But, calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as a prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with awful case of bedhead. Says the man who wears sunglasses at night, if it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right, it could all be a part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. Yeah, he's the one who brought that lighter. Oh yeah, because he gave us all the print data. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's got to be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? The owner of the prints. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely match her print data. What about the data itself? Oh, he might have swapped out the fingerprint data. Detective Fulbright, you are the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes? What about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data, but I have to wonder, was the data you used official? Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such things. Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then, bailiff! It appears that the official data is here. And the results? Bailiff, my tea! It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. Yeah! Yes! The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Taryn. Oh. They were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? I see, come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? The bird lands on his head like it's an egg? Yeah. Bailiff is foreign for butler? Exactly. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. When you took the deceased fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off his hand. Ugh. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data, all to put the blame on Miss Sykes. The ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom, who's behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom? Yeah. Remember the killer's escape route. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Ah! Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. Arr! All right, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
Silence.
Oh, it's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. An under-the-cover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. Wow. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. You're not Detective Gumshoe, who I could see doing that. Exactly. Give me Gumshoe. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe voice mod is on a timer or something. But yeah, it did the same thing last night, so I'm going to have to see what's going on with that. Yeah, okay, anyway. That's right, I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy, a spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Ms. Blackwell and Mr. Starbucks saw? It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him. I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter? This is also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Yeah, right, tell the truth. Exactly. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. So he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. Or a pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright, just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know, he was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. Wow, you seem to know an awful lot. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom. 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna lie his way out of this now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. We can't find a flaw in his logic. God, he's right. We've come all this way. We can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There, I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence.
Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Ah! Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. Prosecutor Blackwell! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really. I don't know, maybe that's an act? Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me! Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yes, oh thank you, thank you! Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Very good, I'm very glad to hear that. It's all over, everything's been cleared up, and Miss Sykes will go free as well. Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do the Phantom, the man who killed Clay will get away. I know, but what do? I don't have the proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that, I'm off. No, you're not. You dumb bastard. The defense, no wait, not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue, because fuck that dude. But what? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges. Doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? Ha! Athena, what are you doing? Hope we don't get held in contempt of court. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you're no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am. I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. You're drinking Discord? What do you got? Oh, nice. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry, everybody. All of a sudden, I needed to sneeze. Okay, Jesus. It's called Sex in the Driveway. Dang, like, hopefully there's a towel or something, because driveways are hard and unforgiving. It's not, no, I'm just sneezing. It's not the same thing. Sometimes you just have to sneeze. Athena, where are you going with these questions? I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What does that mean? We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. That's it. With your special ability, we might be able to stop him. Well, just be careful. Watch out for chafing. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well, even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him? Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling. Blackwell! Not you too! You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me. Oh, how you amuse me so. What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. I knew you would catch on, Athena. Huh? Mind filling me in here? I don't know how to use a phone. Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotion, like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. Well, I hope you enjoy your drink, Chica. What? You guys working together just now? Come now, Athena, show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. You got it. Time to check the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this. You're so fucked up. Rum makes you sleep deeply. I mean, that's good then. Rest is an important thing. Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. Wow, there's literally no emotions. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Psych 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do? Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? Yeah. It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom Psych profile. Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. You get so hot, like you break into a sweat. Oh no! Well, just make sure that you've got like a fan going and stuff so you don't overheat. What? Okay, hello? Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it. What do you think you're doing, detective? Me? I'm not doing anything. It's trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. What the fuck? What is this? Arrgh! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. You're just gonna watch Shark Tank? I mean, that's good. Hey, as long as you have a good evening, that's what matters, Chica. More like as a spy. Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There, now you can't hack me anymore. I dare you to try your lack of emotions from us. That shit is already, dang. Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you've wounded me very deeply with that accusation. What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading. But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Gar! Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden? What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Psych's profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies, seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute, I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, detective. A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the ones who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. So all the emotions that I do possess. And you have no objection to me analyzing you, right? No, analyze away, but I will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Oh yeah, I've been alive for a long time because I was like, man, we're just gonna do a couple of things. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna finish the game, I guess. Tears of joy, yeah. Happy goes crying. Yeah, that is kind of weird. And be forewarned, yeah, your analysis will have no effect because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Okay. Me the Phantom? No way! Oh, that's awkward. Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have emotions. Yeah, they're like going crazy. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I think this is the only consistent one. Objection. His speech is saying he's wounded while crying should not result in a happy reading. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear, huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... So you lost it or you because I know in the court record, they have a diagram of the bomb. And there's moon rock inside the... for some reason, there's moon rock in the bomb. Oh, so it must have been in that case as well. I don't know if it's you lost it or... Your identity be reviewed. Maybe it is. Well, he doesn't want anybody to know he's... Yeah, I think it's identity. I think it is. Because the other two don't really matter, but his identity, because he could always try to steal it again if nobody knows who he was. But, yeah. Of course, that's it! Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He's very careful to hide it. He has top secret information from all kinds of corporations and countries. Yeah, really killed on the spot. Whatever. Yeah, a lot. Can't control. But if you lost it, yeah, well, if you lost it, I don't know. It looks like it got blown up. I think it was in the case. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity. Apparently so. Is he an alien? Wait a minute, maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him? Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Like his blood. Maybe his blood. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Where do you think you're going? Me, I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get some myself? Anyway, Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Ah! What was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Eek! It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. Yeah, are you cheating on me? Use his watch, wow. Her earring is made of moon rock. Actually, it might be. And now in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Well, I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Yeah, okay, bye. Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. All I hear is distrust. Yeah, the dead. Well, she only has one mother, and she is definitely dead. Yeah, he probably did. Probably made out of moon rock, like, as a gift from her mom. Because her mom worked at the Space Center, so she was probably able to get some of the moon rock. As you can see, the people on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Uh-oh, he's got Athena doubting herself. Ms. Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting the truth. What nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well, I give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. But Your Honor, you saw it work like 1 billion times. There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely you jest. So does this mean you'll accept it, my honor? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. Yeah, if it's false, why would you hack it? Yeah. Did the judge? Yeah, the judge actually made it. It only took him 5 games, but he finally grew a 3rd brain cell. They said it couldn't be done. But here he is. 3 brain cells now. His brain grew 1 size that day. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell the court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Man, and his brain has grown, yeah. It's too bad he's gonna die in like a week because he's ancient. Okay, ha 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 ha! He loves laughing. Live, laugh, love. That's his mantra. His beard gains 1 hair that day. Oh no. My fear of the moon rock. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Yeah, you think you can actually get the one up on him? The Phantom is like the mist, no flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it right, Dono. With your deductive reasoning in the body of evidence before us. Live, love, lobotomy? No, yeah, assault. Let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell, we have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. He's a mommy. He's a mommy. He gave birth. Congratulations, Blackwell. You gave birth to misconceptions. You're going down. You're gonna be okay. It's okay, Chica. I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. And it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Till all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Shut up. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses are controlled by emotion. Humans can't trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing. Objection! Moms times two, yeah. Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found, as you just saw from my friends here. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies. Always. My fear of the moon rock. I know exactly why. Objection! Does my butt hurt? Wait, my butt? No. Remember, I've taken some breaks, so my butt's fine. Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. And I have, I think I've shown it before. I have a special cushion. It's a memory foam cushion, and it's got like a little air pocket back here so that when I sit down, my butt isn't just like flat. So my butt is cupped and gets airflow. Ugh. I like how the music just like straight up stopped. You can no, Chica, that's not what that's for. There's no hole in my chair. I mean, believe you me, actually no. You know what? I always joke about like being like, hey, what if? No, I'm stretching my other arms and things. But ow. But like when you're like, man, I wish I had a chair that I could just kind of like poop in so I could play games forever, but it's actually really gross. And so I don't like that. You require squats. That's called a toilet. Just dearly. There's more. No, I'm not a chair pooper, Andy. My poop goes in the bowl with everybody else's poop. It all goes in the same toilet. Yeah, I know. No, I do not poop in chairs. Chairs are not for pooping. Why do you require squats, Chica? Yeah, it's not time for squats right now. I mean, I did, like, I had that video of me in the shower. That's what a chair pooper would square, because they're thirsty. What? Who's thirsty? The chair poopers? Well, this streamer ASMR. Sorry, we have a game to finish, guys. Of course, the knife that the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. And the exact same type of knife. Oh, you actually redeemed them. They thirsty and they want squats. Ms. Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Not really a whole lot of room to move stuff around. I should just get rid of this. There. Oh man, I have like fry crumbs on the little. Honey. Oh, 30. Why can't you see the words? Wait, which words? The words? Are you talking about the words on the right side of the screen? Or what words? I need to put a timer on that. Put that on stretches you didn't get. There's gonna be stretches. I mean, I have to stretch before I squat, too. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes, but I tried again. And that time you got him, didn't you? I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went in the back of his hand. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. Oh, you're seeing stars instead of poop? Really? Is poop a bad word? Poop's not a bad word. That is weird. Okay. That explains why the Phantom needed to move the moon rock. You mean, if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Ha ha ha! Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened in great detail. I mean, you can? Of course not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage? Ah! Oh yeah, 10 curls, I know. Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right. That wasn't 5. Come on, Chica, that was 30 squats. Which is more than most people do. But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hit the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then. All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. I'm actually gonna wait to do the curls because I cannot play the game and do curls at the same time. Fixed? Is it? Does everybody see the poop? Does Twitch have a profanity filter? Or is it just on Apple? Yeah, and all that in spite of the Space Center having a very strict security in those days. All personal efforts were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Well, the thing is, this is on YouTube, and I don't want to waste that much time. I mean, this recording is already almost... Actually, it's over 2 hours long. Because, I don't know, anything's considered that. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. I just realized I'm like off to the side. There we go. And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that? A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. Yeah, he lost the rock. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tell us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The murdered dude threw— what? I mean, I don't know. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think. Swallowed it? No, it was a big egg. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Oh no, I know exactly where it went. Yes, I can, Your Honor. The only place it could be. I'd have taken it was caught, probably. What? Oops, sorry, I mean, what? In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. No, Prison Pocket is not a part of it. It's gotta be the Hope Capsule. That's the Hope Capsule, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket? He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope Capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team that must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket. Preposterous. It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was... Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. Yeah, the bomb fragment, or the moon fragment in the bomb place. It was out there in the depths of space, aboard the Hope space probe. What? And that's why he killed them when they were coming back in, yeah. Order in the court. I understand now the Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat 1 anyway. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's right, he planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust about in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. You should be a bartender. You're so far gone already. Let me see. Show me how far gone you are, Chica. Can you take a picture straight? I mean, you're typing good enough. Ugh. Send me a video and I'll see if your words are slurring too bad. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later. With the capsule in tow. It's just the 1 cup? Oh man, that's gotta be some strong stuff then. God! If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. Rum, peach schnapps, and blue cur— oh yeah! Oh, it's a mixture of, yeah, just... I forget, it's different alcohols. You're not even halfway— oh god, Chica. It's okay, be strong. You'll survive this. Caraco? I don't know if I'm saying— I don't know how to spell— I mean, that's close enough, probably. That's why he went to the boarding lounge. and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung onto that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath. Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh. You really do. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. The blue look. Yeah, I saw that in there. You got the Skyward Atlas instead of Kazoo Sword, and now you're upset? Well, maybe. I mean, the Atlas is really good. It's just not a sword. It's a tome. Autocorrect is not doing its job. It's okay. You're doing great, Chica. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I am not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes, a trap. Yeah, Bobby is losing it. Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy with assault, a trap is not out of the question. Shut up, Judge. But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence.
Maybe he did. Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must, here and now. Guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell! Hey, you guys aren't really... Oh, hi, Edgeworth. Looks like I made it just in time. Yeah, true, I understand. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. Oh, he started wearing them because he's now the boss of all the prosecutors, but he usually doesn't wear them in trials. He just showed up, so you know. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you best brace yourselves. Yeah. Uh-oh. The man you see before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. What? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does this mean? Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. Holy shit. An imposter? Then this man, who in the world is he? Enough of your trickery if you will not reveal yourself to us. Then I shall do it for you. Oh. What the? No! His face! Macaroni pretending to be a linguine, an imposter. Yeah. Look what you did to my mask. My mask? What is the meaning of this, witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I really have to show you who I really am now. What? What? Excuse me? Wait, but that's... Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. Did he have that kind of physique? I thought he was skinny as fuck. What? But that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
I guess he was never in the same place. Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want. What the hell is going on? Yeah, cut him again. Not so fast. I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it'll prove that you're the Phantom. Oh, it's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the ends justify the means. That voice, those words, no! How many that doesn't make any sense! That face is way bigger than the other face! No! I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. Professor Means' mask? I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence. Huh? What is happening? Huh, time to take out the trash. Permanently. How could you? Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be? Cut him again. How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Or perhaps it really is the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. Hmm? Yeah, what must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackquill? That's right, I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul, I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. Oh, what's with this guy? Is he still even human? And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Wind Waker, oh yeah, the King of Red Lions. Yeah, no, you're right. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of Phantom Trap won't work on us anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope Castle. Capsule. Yeah, his name is Boat. I think I'll choose just that. Get ready, because the Hope Capsule is about to seal your fuck. I think he was about to say fuck. No, let Phoenix say fuck. Why? Where are the words? They wouldn't let him say fuck. Let Phoenix say fuck. Damn it. Let my man swear. Yeah, the Hope Capsule, but it got blown up. But there is a piece of it left. It looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for the defense effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. Can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? Yeah, he's drunk. How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent. And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof, or at least a prayer. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono. I know I'm trying. We do have evidence. There's only one thing I'm asking. Yeah, the moon rock. No, there's still, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little it does exist. Let me pull it out. Let me whip it out, please. Let me whip out my evidence. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. Strange black and yellow thing, yeah. Very well, Mr. Wright, let me see your proof. What evidence? Isn't that the bomb that blew up in the courtroom and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, specifically right here. Yeah, whip it out for the whole court. Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat won. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock here on the left. Whoa. That's the moon rock. And when we look at the photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh my, yes, I see it. It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible! A surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, fool bright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing. Yeah, bloody get it? 'Cause it's blood? Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed... Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to walk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom. Apollo? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Don't tell me he's... No! Come on! No, that's my face! Don't take my face. You took my face! Why? It was a pretty good objection too, don't you think? Hi, Ellie. I feel like I'm almost done with this game. 10 hours later. Welcome on in. Yeah, rocks are durable. Now he's me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Oh, Zyla! What do you mean go to sleep? It's only, what time is it? It's 1 a.m. I guess it's 1 a.m. I don't know what time it is, guys. I'm sorry. Damn, I thought it was a lot of, well, I was talking to Ellie and then, I don't know. I don't know what time it is anywhere. This music though. So it's okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. Also, hi, I hope you're doing well, Zyla. The game must be finished. So, did you have it? Yeah. Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean, the witness, Mr. Wright. Judge, please. Did this trial get any more insane? This is Jumanji. Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it, how can you be sure the pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it, but how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right? Of course I can. Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragments with the rock in the newspaper article. Anyone can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration. But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. Really? It's highly unlikely a rock with such unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility. Wow, shut up. Somebody kill this man. But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Oh, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. Yes, it is. Why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very court. No, that is so stupid. Maybe it's how my blood found its way into a piece of rubble. What kind of fuck fucking bullshit is that? Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. And yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. No, that's really stupid. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Wow, I hate you. Or you can just take like a sample and compare it in the lab for 100. No, we did. But they're like, oh, but what if this rock is mixed with this rock? It's just a bunch of excuses. This man needs to die. Athena Moonrock, yeah. You're the last person I want to hear that from. Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We can ask an expert to verify whether they were the moon rock from the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but afraid that's not gonna be possible. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they're from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Wow, that's a lot of bullshit. Yeah, I know, but we gotta get to that point. There's really no way to prove it. Are you finally ready to throw in the towel? Apollo, oh. Who said it this time? The real me. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. He was such a valuable rock too. Shame, really. Yeah, but it's lost to us forever. Wait, is it in the evidence list? Oh yeah, it is. The stone was cut from a real moon rock. Uh-huh. He's wrong, it's not completely lost. And there's another piece of it right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. A final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. It's the main theme. You know it's real now. We do? We do, even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this. But just about the only thing my mother's left me with are widget and this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah. Oh! You mean... Yeah, Athena. Wow. You're so smart. She's so very smart. Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock. That's your sample? The earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from the moon rock. Plagiarism helps marketing, yeah. Oh, shit. Ah, stop talking. Wait, what did they say? What? All this time? It was here all along? No, it can't be. If the composition of the bombed fragments in the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments were yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. But fear, I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago. Every human feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do? I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me, couldn't get past over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear. Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Right to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself. How could I run from myself? When there's nothing inside, nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand, but people have emotions. It's just a fact of life, and so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another, so they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? I don't know, can we just let Blackwell, like, slice him, dice him? The fear inside of me is this, no. Oh God. I'm afraid, I'm scared. Oh God, his eyes. You can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. Man, that's a lot of fingers. My own true face? What do you look like under there? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My true face. I don't have one. My face. What? Oh no, he just changed to... Oh, he has everybody's faces. Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it. No, what is happening? What is going on? Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Oh, how do you have so many faces? Oh, wait, did you just get shot? Did he just get shot? Sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. He seems very unfazed. Face still from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh no. No, he killed, I'm pretty sure he killed the real Fulbright and assumed his identity. But I think he actually literally got fucking killed because the police are doing everything they can to track down the snipers as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright, his imposter, doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Right Dono submitted to us is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragments with the blood on it match. We can now be certain it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. Yeah, a year ago he killed the original Fulbright and then took over. That's why he was changing masks, because as a spy, he has a billion masks, apparently. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about after all. Oh boy. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yeah, kill him by accident during interrogation. Oops! I cut off his head. I didn't mean it. Yes, Your Honor. Check. No more objections, please. Done with objections. Wait, what is going on? Oh, no. Well, whatever. People can do it. Guilt? No. Now, if the court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty! Confetti! And then we all get shot by the sniper. The end. Woo! My gosh. Oh, court is adjourned. You know the gumshoe's around, he makes the confetti himself? True. Oh man, 9:12 p.m. This was the longest day. You know what? This day, this is about a 9.5-hour stream. And that's about how long it took in game time to do all this stuff. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls, and thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I can do, but Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Trucy, are you all right? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right, I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth? We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Ah, come on, Edgeworth, what are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Confusion? I mean, it's very confusing. Besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? Should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust toward the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more then, huh? I'll think about it. Oh. The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Yes, exactly. Athena. Oh, Athena. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Just barely, but I made it. That a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away, but some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? Wow, are you that dense? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. Well, looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. Took all of us together to pull it off. You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? It's definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. Haha, imagine that. They're all called turnabouts. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Wright Anything Academy. Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. There's so many more people out there who need our help. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. You charge extra. There's still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close. Stop saying that! Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. I know, there is so much. That's what I'm saying, Chica. That's why this takes so long. They keep talking. Keep talking. Nothing like a bowl of Eldune's noodles after a trial, all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at Wright Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Huh? I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved in the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman? What? Huh? How much? Oh, guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair, I want to say it too. Okay, here we go. Objection! It's too bad, right? Gets paid pro bono, yeah. Yeah, I know. Pearl totally wants some, but she isn't. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found him new legal cases? No, it's okay. This is Wright Anything Agency after all. Oh. Athena and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I'd better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow, green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead. Yeah, I get it. Wow. Yeah, poor guy, he doesn't catch a break. Oh no! The end of a dark age of the law, you say? How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Fuck you, Payne. The other one. Oh, man. I've been asked to debut with the great masked wrestler Tenma Taro. He's scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next, though. Oh, what to do, a fight to the finish with myself. Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the amazing Ninetales too? That's not a bad idea, I bet he'd be all for it. So we're to meet as foes, are we, my little friend? Yeah, I still have to go through this. Would you believe it? I'm an alderman of Nine Tails Vale now. Pretty impressive, huh? I took over after Rex QB for the good of the, oh God, what do you say? Would you like me to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, you, what do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? Dot, the jig's up, better make a run for it. Get out of here, Filch. Yeah, Filch always looks like death though. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in the law, so I'm studying for the bar exam. Yeah, I would want to see that, honestly. I'm gonna prosecute you, as you see. I'm studying for my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm gonna pass the Themis entrance exam on my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course. Phew, Juniper, our dreams will live on forever! I found the sweet boxes for all three of them. Is it because I wanted to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or judge? But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper future is as bright as can be. Now let's see what fresh blood we have to say in the new school newspaper. I heard her cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy. The one night only reunion concert, I'm still remembering that evening of passion. President of the student council sang like no high school student ever sang before. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest try ever, yeah? I can already hear it now. Sorry, I'm catching up on the curls I was supposed to be doing earlier. I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come back here once her training is over, it simply must be done. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was a lot more than 10 biceps. You know what? Aha! Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die! In fact, planning for the Hat 3 rocket has already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. They talk so fast. What do you? Oh, director. Yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos. Yeah, there's a lot of pain. Yeah. Did he get demoted? Yes, he did.
If Athena or Monumentus come to the moon, I'd love to show them around, but which is more interesting? Montes Pyrenees or Mare Tranquillità? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray! I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I want you to use me again like you used to.
Oh, what did they program into that robot? Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and for Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I now know I should never give up. But I'm worried, you can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Yeah, I don't know. No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. No one's around, and I've kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused and you wish for Athena to defend him? Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. It will remain a mystery forever. Thanks, Janet Sue. Takayuki Akiko Nagashima. I look forward to your next month's salary. Oh, Payne! Yes, please forgive me! Yeah, cut his salary. Cut it up! Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. It seems solving that case had thawed the chill of winter and into the warmth of spring. Now I owe write yet another grit of gratitude. But I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. Salary cutting noises. Is that, did we do it? Is it? Oh, now it's the actual credits. How many credits are in this game? Cup of Tea Productions. Okay, yeah, there's no skipsies. But yeah, we did it. We beat the game. That was the longest. Oh, that was the longest ever. Yeah, they do talk all. Well, it's a visual novel at its core, so there's just a lot of talking. We did it. Man, this game felt like all three of the first games like combined, but Jesus. Thank you everybody for being here and watching as we went through Dual Destinies, Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. We will be going through Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright next time. This was, man, that last trial is just so long. He did not want to go, but we made him go. Fuck you, fake Fulbright.